Hello and welcome to Good Morning Abuja, coming to you from the Unity Station, NTA Channel 5 Abuja, and I am Gladys Kudambo. It's good to know you join us today. This is Thursday's edition of the program, and we have so many things lined up for you today. We start with our motivational talk. Usually, it puts you in the right frame of mind, and yes, today we're trying to set you for the weekend. Set your tone, set your pace for the weekend ahead. Okay, this is titled Positive Thinking. Let's see it.
Today I'll be sharing on the power of positive thinking. And in very simple terms, it means the ability to see the good in every situation. We live in a world where so many things are happening at the same time. And like we know, you can't control what happens to you most of the time, but what you can control is your response to what happens to you. And so, you wake up in the morning, different things have come at you, bombarding you left, front, right, and center. Some positive, some negative, some pleasant, some unpleasant. But what you can do is to choose to step back and tell yourself what is good about this situation. And one key to help you do this is the power of gratitude. If you wake up and you look for three things you are thankful for in every day, it impacts on your thinking. So while one person would choose to see all the wrong things and begin to think negatively, you would always see the brighter side to things. And scientists have even discovered that people who practice positive thinking, it also impacts on their health conditions. They have less stress levels, they're not prone to depression because they always find a way to be excited about something. So, can I give you a task today? Take a piece of paper and write three things you're grateful for today. Another secret I'm going to give you is look or be the one to look for compliments in people and situations. So look for someone, you meet someone that morning, I like your smile, I like your dress. There's no way, like I said, there's no way you can pour water on someone and not have the drops trickle down on you. When you give, you receive. Most people are waiting to receive compliments, to receive from other people. But when you learn to give first, you never lack those things. You always have a bountiful harvest of positive things happening to you. And then when you know the things you're grateful for, learn to verbalize them. I'm thankful to God for life. I'm thankful to my spouse for this. I'm thankful to my children for this. I'm thankful to my boss for this. Look for things to always be grateful for, no matter how how bad things look. There always is a silver lining. So tip number one today, learn the power of gratitude. It would help you to always see the good in every situation. If you do this constantly, you'd have been able to build your power of positive thinking. I'll stop here for today. See you next week. Bye.
Welcome back. I'm sure you are now motivated. Yes, that ginger you needed, that push you needed, we've given it to you. Now you have no excuse. Okay, now it's time for our general body exercise. This is one of the parts I love most because all those feeling weak, feeling down. Yeah, this is the part to get to push your body. Let's go there. That was our general body exercise. I'm sure you're sweating, even if it's a little. You can do the exercise from the comfort of your living room. Well, I have conversations you want to join in today, but we will not begin until we go on this short break. And after that, the program continues. Let's see.
I welcome you on today's ride on the show Good Morning Abuja.
This is Window on Abuja.
We have everything it takes to compete with any nation all across the world.
How do we make it? We are ready to produce.
I've been contributing to the development of your kingdom.
They know my story.
Hello and welcome to Young Hearts.
Our focus today will be on hepatitis B.
Ladylike!
This is Entertainment Gist.
In the 14th century, 15th, 16th century, and even 17th.
That is for zakah to cure our greed.
The purpose why Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala decided to create humanity.
The Bible talks about a man called Apollos. This is NTA Abuja Channel 5.
See you same time.
And have a great and blessed week ahead.
Us to say our goodbyes on the program. As usual, I remain your host the most, Omoide with Erese, and I'll always be here with my bestie.
Je m'appelle Oguntayo Olaimposi Justina.
Speaking French now, from Jordan to Sweden.
Adios.
Welcome back from that break. If you just joined in, this is Good Morning Abuja coming to you from the Unity Station, NTA Channel 5 Abuja. And yes, I am on to my very first conversation on the program today. I have with me a guest that will be talking about the legal implication of democratic governance. And who do I have here with me? I have Godfrey Matthew Esquire. He is a legal practitioner and also a lecturer of Adekunle Ajasin University, Akumba, Akoko, Ondo State. Wow, he's all the way here, right here with us in Abuja. Good morning, Abuja. Yeah, welcome to the program.
Good morning.
Yeah,
Good morning,
nice to have you. Like, see how calm and quiet. But I know if I find trouble now, I have someone backing me.
Yeah, you are covered.
Okay, I'm very covered. You see, you here? I can go and find trouble.
Provided you.
That's
supervisor.
Oh, okay. Okay, welcome to the program. So, as I said, we're talking about the legal implications of democratic governance. So, historical and legal analysis of INEC chairmanship appointments in Nigeria points to many firsts. In this instance, of the appointment of Professor Joash Ojo and Mupita. What are some of these?
Well, Professor Joash Omopiton is first in many instances regarding his elevation to the status as INEC chairman. First, you can also see that in terms of professional status, he's the first senior advocate of Nigeria to accede that position.
Wow. Okay.
So the INABA is really proud of him. And in the intellectual cycle, the legal academy are also happy. The legal academic community are happy, the academia, because this is the first time that a law teacher have also accepted that position. But the most strategic approach by this government is to address the historical justice that for the first time a Yoruba person is occupying that office. Yeah, that is looking at it from the ethnic perspective, from Harold Smith down to Eyo Ita, down to Mahmoud. Now we have Amopitan. And geopolitically, the strategy of this government has shifted to the North Central.
Okay.
And I stand to be corrected. He's the first person, maybe in the North Central, that is appointed. So you can see him as a first in many instances. So I think incidentally, that strategic approach by the government has shown that it balances appointment.
Wow, really first in so many angles.
First in so many angles.
Okay, so what is the legal requirement for the appointment of an INEC chairman?
Yes, the legal requirement for the appointment of INEC chairman is constitutionally provided for in Section 154 of the Constitution, which provides that the president may nominate a candidate as the INEC chairman after meeting with the Council of States. That is a consultative meeting with them. Then he can refer to the National Assembly for endorsement, that is for approval. Now, when the National Assembly approves it, that satisfies what we call the statutory authorities of the appointment of that person. But there are personal qualifications for that person to be appointed. One of them requires he must be above 40 years.
Okay.
Yes. Then he must also be a non-partisan member. That is, does not have any political affiliation. Okay. Past political.
What if he had before?
If he had political affiliation before, it will affect him. If to say he was a member of a particular political group, and even whenever he left, his objectivity may not be guaranteed. So that may likely affect him. So it must be somebody that has a clean slate with political history and development in the history of the country. So this non-partisanship will require. And also he must be somebody that will have good standing and integrity in the society. And these are some of them. But this could also be a disqualifying where reverse is the case, where he's a partisan member, where he's also a person that is bankrupt, being sentenced within certain, dismissing any office within 10 years preceding his appointment on issues that have to do with misconduct. So such factors will count as a disqualifying factors against him.
Okay. So by the requirement for non-partisan, the INEC chairman is expected to be a neutral, just as you said, an unbiased person devoid of any political affiliation ahead of 2027. Off-cycle elections such as local government gubernatorial are in view. How effective can Professor Amupitan discharge himself creditably, as these are seen as tests for him?
Frankly, this is really a litmus test, because just next month, I think Anambra runoff election is around the corner. And then incidentally, he has to be very careful, because his state where he hails from, Kogi, is also in the runoff cycle of the states that are conducting election. Now, this is where he has to really work on his social network, on his relationship, his people that are politically inclined. I think this is the time he has to,
like family members.
He has to do away from them, because they may taint his innocent, the innocent of his garment. They may taint it. So they have to make sure that he is away sometime, not connected with them. Then there are some reforms that he needs to put together. And my joy is that he's an authority in digital evidence. He has written a book, which is a source material for many universities. And I think that he can use his expertise here to strengthen our electoral jurisprudence by adopting technology. Now, one of the areas that I think he should try to make sure is that we should make sure that electronic voting is really reflected in our laws. The decision of the presidential election in 2023 that says that it's optional, he should be able to help us using his expertise alongside other stakeholders to see whether it is mandatory or optional. Let's know. We are not going to rely solely on the decision of the Supreme Court. Legislators can make laws to change the narrative.
Yeah, if the equipment are available, because I think why it became optional was because of some of the challenges that were.
Yes, and you see, one of the areas I would like him to look is the electoral guideline. If you look at the electoral guideline for 2022, the conduct 2023 election, you will find out that it's not in all stages of collation of election results that transmission of results, online transmission of results are required. Presidential election, when it comes to the stages of transferring election results online, you find out that in the presidential election is there, in the senatorial election, but in the House of Assembly election, the guideline did not provide for them. So there is a need for harmony, okay, between the guideline as well as the Electoral Act. The particular section that is in controversy should also be able to address, and then you should also talk about the capacity building of the staff. You know, make sure that people that are working in the institution are people that have good standing. And the other thing is INEC must try to make sure that they sanitize internal democracy of political parties by ensuring that there is compliance. And once there is no compliance with internal democracy, he should not hesitate to apply the gavel of electoral justice.
Okay, so we like the conversation is like as if we just started, but it's almost time. Like the time is just going, so we need to go on this short break so that we'll come back and continue the conversation.
Thank you.
Okay, so we've been talking with Godfrey Matthew Esquire. He is a legal practitioner and many more. So we're going to go on this short break, and after that we continue with our discussion.
Are you interested in being up to date with the pacey world of sports? Our rebranded Capital Sports is the finest bet for your doing so.
So join us every Thursday live at 3 p.m. on NTA Channel 5 Abuja to talk sports for your viewing pleasure. Remember, you can be a part of this #1 sporting program. Join us on the analysis, views and opinions.
Welcome back. That was a quick one. And yes, I'm still with my guest here. We've been talking about the legal implications of democratic governance, and he has told us a whole lot. If we missed out, well, we still have more for you. So, sir, we've been talking about the newly appointed INEC chairman, and then we said during his screening at the Senate, he hinted on interrogating logistics as regards sensitive materials. What do you think? Because I think you dwelt on the digital part of it, even saying he has written books and all that on that particular thing. So what do you think about this logistics?
I think that by my own rendition of that interrogation of the digital is to see how we can consolidate, how we can use his expertise to consolidate on the development of our electoral jurisprudence to conform with the 21st century requirement, to make sure that he talk about drone monitoring election. That may be a very expensive wish, but it is possible. It's possible because if we can use drone, the areas that I think drone will help us is even in the area of security. And drone could also help in locating remote areas to facilitate strong network for accreditation, capturing of data.
I think CCTV is also
The issue of CCTV, yes, it could be another option, preferably at the collection center. But when we are talking of the remote election monitoring, the issue where you have people have to use the alternative to accreditation instead of beavers because of issue relating to network. Now you need to have those advanced technologies, and also he need to deploy technology in voter sensitization program. Now we need to have chatbots that INEC will develop, if possible, in native language, cultural languages. Saying to people.
I think they do sometimes. So I don't know.
Yes. But as we have, most of our fund have apps. Most of the stakeholders they can partner with. You can develop a chatbot that will be telling somebody how to vote in Hausa, how to vote in Yoruba, how to vote in Igbo, how to vote in Igala. So all these are the things that you can be. Once people see, it will bring them near to the people, the stakeholders. In the various traditional organizations, they will likely a cultural organization, they will say, we're having a meeting, and this is the meeting. So the chatbot will speak in a language so that they will understand. A lot of grammar over the years has not been yielding fruit. And I think maybe if we try the traditional means of voter sensitization, I think it will be.
Okay, so switching gears now, legally speaking, what is your take on presidential prerogative of mercy?
Yes, presidential prerogative of mercy is a topic that has usually come with sentiment, public sentiment. But the real intention, the real understanding of prerogative of mercy that public is supposed to know is that it is at the discretion of the president. It is the moral, exercise of a discretion by the president That is one of the theories beyond prerogative of mercy, is that it is the moral theory by the sovereign. So he now decides to see that it must appeal to the moral consciousness. And then there's a second moral consciousness of the president and to some extent of the public. Then there is an instance whereby the second alternative theory. Now, this theory said that the president should grant pardon because there are instances that the guilty, the innocents are convicted, not because they are guilty. The system is not functioning. Certain evidence are not there, and the judge's hands are tied. The judge cannot do anything. He can apply the law. So they say that the prerogative of mercy is the second alternative to the defective system, and that is what the president exercises. But within the contours of Nigerian law, Section 175 provides for prerogative of mercy. And what Nigerians need to know is that the prerogative of mercy that is provided there are categorized into three groups. You have conditional grant, and then you have unconditional. That is what Section 175 1 says. The president may grant any person who concerned with an act of convict, grant partial, unconditional, and then he can commute the sentence. So these are what Nigerians should know about it. It's not every pardon that is that could be like full pardon.
So can such pardons be reversed after being pronounced?
Well, from the best way to answer this question is to look at the statutory provision that donate that power. And the statutory provision that donate that power is constitutional provision of Section 175 that says the president may grant any person concerned with an offense or convict for an offense under the national act of any act of the National Assembly or this constitution, partially or what partially. That is conditionally. So from there, it provides for those classes of offenses, and then the second one says that he cannot do that alone, but he can do that. That's 175 too. He can do that after consultation with the members of the Council of State. So from the Council of State, this is where they're supposed to have reviewed the Constitution. Before the president can declare pardon, the first thing that should be done is to review the qualification of the people that are pardonable or amnested. Are they amnestiable? Are they pardonable? Have they fulfilled certain conditions for the grants of the pardon? Are they having anything that is still to, so they can put them on commutation, probation to pardon? So these are the procedures that are exempt. A president, it is after these procedures are followed by the prerogative of mercy in consultation represented by the Honorable Attorney General of Federation that the president can declare. So once a president declares after the meeting of the council that pardon is granted, he does not have any constitutional right to revoke it. Because if he reverses it, now you should know one thing, the moment he declares it, it becomes the pardonees now have been deemed as new persons. Now what they need to do immediately, they are the only entitled thing they are entitled to are administrative measures taken by the Office of the Attorney General, have their name published in the Gazette, as people who have been pardoned. And that is just to make sure that their record in the court now is obliterated by effect of that. And then they will have certificate of pardon. So certificate of pardon is like a new certificate of birth that is given to them, that they are sinless. Your slate is now clean. You are now a homo novus in the law. We say a new, when you are born again, your sins are forgiven. So now the issue that you are looking at it, now the problem now, if the president wants to revoke, he will have problem with our laws. I think African Charter Article 7 provides for right to pardon commutation. Anybody that is convicted has a right to seek for pardon. So it's a right, it's a constitutional right. So now, if you now say you are revoking or you are reviewing, the president may not fall away from the temptation of being discriminatory. If you now say you are reviewing, who are you going to give and who are you not going to give? So if you now say that you are not giving me, I have a right to look for Baba Falana, to say Baba Falana, my fundamental right to pardon has been breached. So he can go and seek for it through African Charter. So these are the issues that that surrounds the recent grant of the pardon. But I think the people probably should know that pardon is at the discretion of the president. That's why it's called prerogative of mercy. Before the grant, it is not a right. After the grant, it is a right.
Wow, that was a good one. Like, if we leave the two of us here today, we can go on and on for the whole day. In fact, I've enjoyed myself like on this conversation. an eye opener to so many things. Like
Pleasure.
some of the questions that were like the problem to now you've done some clarification, and I'm sure people watching at home too have actually been enlightened, educated, and all that. So we want to go on, but we have to come to a stop here and continue some other day because it's something we can still also revisit.
Yeah.
So thanks for coming on the program, sir.
Pleasure.
We're happy to have you, and we'll have you again some other time. We've been talking with Godfrey Matthew Esquire. You know, whenever you're talking to someone that has Esquire outside, just know that you are in for it. So he has really talked about the legal implications of democratic governance, and together he has been able to tell us one or two things that I'm sure you've learned. Let's go on this quick break, and after that, the program continues.
Good evening. Glad to have you join us.
Thanks for joining us on Weekly News Wrap.
Thank you very much for having me.
And it is on that note we welcome you to today's edition of the program.
I will celebrate creativity, lasting impressions.
There's no book stating that this is the role for men.
On the news.
On the news at 7.
Jama'a barkanmu da wannan
The Unity Station, NTA Channel 5, Abuja.
Would say have a lovely day.
She drives me crazy.
Marriage, a beautiful bond, but not without its battles. Behind every smile is a story. Behind every I do is a journey. Mr. and Mrs., the show that peels back the curtain on real relationships. No scripts, no filters, just truth.
I've become a better husband because I've learned a lot from the mistake of the past.
I had feelings, but I wanted to be sure.
Do I have to kneel down to marry a woman?
No, but just do the right.
Join us every week as we sit down with real couples to talk about the raw, the real, and the redemptive side of marriages. From newlyweds to seasoned partners of 40 years plus, no topic is off limits.
Have you ever been in love?
At the end of the year, he came to the village. I saw, oh, this is the brother I saw that time. Say, please, I want to marry you.
This is Modern Entertainment. It's an invitation to grow, to heal, and to love again. Mr. and Mrs. is about real love, real struggles, and real hope. Every couple has a story. What's yours? Join us on NTA Channel 5, the Unity Station, every Thursday at 7:30 p.m.
'Cause all of me loves all of you.
Welcome back from that break, and this is still Good Morning Abuja, coming to you from the Unity Station, NTA Channel 5 Abuja. And yes, this segment of the conversation is something I'm sure you've all been waiting for, because every Thursday we bring it to you, like about our road, safety on the road. And this time around, we are looking at 2025 Ember Month campaign. What has been done, as in what is going on with the Ember Month. You know, usually when it's September, when August is finishing, you're already preparing for the Ember Month. So let's know what the 2025 Ember Month campaign is all about. And right here with me to discuss on this topic is ACC Zayan Ibrahim. He is the unit commander, FRSC Central Business District. You're welcome to Good Morning Abuja.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Yes, sir. Yeah, as I said usually once the August is ending like this, people start preparing for September, and you start hearing Ember Month. Ember Month has been like once the aroma in the air, the temperature and everything is different once it's Ember Month. So now this Ember Month campaign, the theme for this year is take responsibility for your safety.
Yeah.
So tell us more about this.
What is meant by this term, take responsibility for your safety, is that in a simple term, it means road safety is everyone's business.
Exactly.
You don't just sit down in your car and allow the driver to take control of your life or to take control of your safety. Whatever infraction you see, you talk.
Mm.
Just like the popular slogan, when you see something, say something.
Yeah.
Don't just sit down and allow somebody to be playing with your own safety.
Mm.
So that is, in simple terms, that is what it is. Road safety is everyone's business.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so what personal habits can drivers adopt to significantly reduce their risk of being involved in a road accident? I think particularly towards the last few months of the year, yes, I don't know if there's a different pattern, or usually people assume they've not made as much from January till the end of the year. So what are those personal habits that drivers can actually adopt?
You see, that last quarter of the month of the year, that is called Ember month.
Mm.
As we discussed earlier, it is characterized by high vehicular movement, largely because of festivities, because of the year is coming to an end, because of end of year celebrations, because of New Year celebrations, Christmas, weddings, burials, and other festivities. So you see the rate of vehicular movement tends to be higher. So what we need, what we advise drivers to adopt is the habit of defensive driving technique. That is, a driver should assume that he's the only sane person on the road, and all other people are actually not in their senses.
Okay.
So that he will not be carried away by the actions or inactions of other drivers. In a situation where he adopts that means he has taken care, he has taken precautionary measures against actions and inactions of other drivers. Should in case the driver in my front match brake, what do I do? Should in case the driver in my from behind want to overtake, what do I do? All these are precautionary measures that drivers supposed to take, and that is what we sum up as defensive driving technique.
Wow. Okay. So in what ways? How does defensive? You talked about it then.
Yes.
Defensive driving contribute to overall road safety, and what key strategies are involved? Like you mentioned some of it, and then we still need to know more.
Yes.
Because I think that's a headway of safety.
Yes, that is a headway.
Yeah.
First, we want drivers first thing in the morning, like this period. You see, people used to neglect the care of their vehicles.
Exactly.
People don't care about their vehicles, their braking system. Somebody will just wake up in the morning. Maybe he was even tired when he came back. He came back late, and today in the morning just start the vehicle and start moving on the road. That is wrong. That is what is called what? That is WOFT.
Okay.
That is what one's supposed to take care of these things. These are acronyms. That is, to check the driver supposed to check the water level of his vehicle. That is the what W stands for. Then the oil level.
Okay.
Yes, that is for O. The oil level, check it whether it has gone low or not, because that can trigger. Because when the oil level is low, the vehicle can get hot, it can get overheated, and that can result to fire or burning in the vehicle, or whatever, some other anomalies, or even mostly breakdown of the engine. And then the fan belt, he check the fan belt, then the tires, which is important, because everything lies on the tire. Everything on the vehicle lies on the tire. Both the vehicle itself and the driver and the passengers. All their loads, that is all their weight, lies on the tire. So that tire needs to be taken care of. So you should check the tire gauge. How is it? Whether it is under or over gauge. When it is under inflated, there is problem, because it can easily get hot. As he's driving, can easily get hot and can lead to tire burst. Likewise, when it is overinflated, the control of the tire might be difficult for him, and there will be wear at the center of the tire. Yes.
Okay, like you said, now you know something. Should I say it's negligence or something? Some people can decide to manage some things that they are saying that this thing is not really okay, but I can manage it to so particular point, and then maybe it becomes an issue. So is there like, should I call it a fine? Because I know very early in the morning, as you said, some people will not have, but they will have it at the back of the mind that something is wrong somewhere, but they want to manage it.
Yes.
So when you get such offenders? I'll call it an offense. Is there a punishment for
I
them?
I actually wake up early to reach the office. I think what they said just last week.
Yeah.
I saw a vehicle lost control, and I can see from the skid mark, from the skidding, you know that there is failure in the braking system.
Okay.
Yes, but what I observed was that, you see, most of these things that happen to vehicles, people they give signs. The vehicle will give signs is only that a vehicle is usually like a human being. Mostly you feel like you're having headache. The next thing you feel from malaria. You're having headache. The next thing is either typhoid fever or something. So it's just like that. So even the vehicle, it doesn't just the blood fault at a go.
Yeah.
Mostly it started with some small signs. But the driver will ignore anyway. When I reach so place, I'll do that. When I reach, I'll do that. Or sometimes you'll even say, okay, let me buy. Imagine a driver that will be driving from Abuja, let's say, to Kaduna. He will go by the roadside and buy a tire of 3,000, 4,000 from a Balkanaza. A tire that have been overused by somebody. Maybe even that person even bought it at a second hand, what they call Tokumbo. He has used it, and he has done with the Balkanaza bought it maybe 1,000, 1,500. Now you are now buying it at 3,000. A tire that costs almost 45,000, 50,000, you are buying it at 3,000. And you still want it to work for you the same way that the tire that is bought new will do that's it.
Okay, it's not possible. So we want to continue on this conversation, but we'll go on a short break and we'll continue after that.
It's all right.
Okay, so we've been talking with ACC Zayan Ibrahim. He is the unit commander, FRSC CBD, and we've been talking about the Ember Month campaign, the 2025 Ember Month campaign. And yes, it has been interesting so far. So, but we want to continue after this short break.
Eyes for Allah, nothing but Allah. Ba is the beginning of Bismillah. Ta is for taqwa, bewaring of Allah. And Tha is for thawab, a reward. Ja is for Jannah, the garden of
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi ta'ala wa barakatuh. Welcome to your weekly guide, Light of Islam. I am Aisha Ahmed.
As Muslims, we know that in Islam, time is a very good and important commodity that we have.
Believe in the angels of God as one of the 6 articles of faith.
Some has been made form rules, and how the rules are made is such that the Imam stands in front and then right behind him.
Assalamu alaikum, this is Light of Islam. Keep watching Light of Islam.
That is for zakah, to cure our greed, when we give our money to those in need. La ilaha illallah, Muhammadur Rasulullah. La ilaha illallah, Muhammadur Rasulullah.
With the peace and blessings of Allah be upon each and every one of us. It's another fantastic Friday evening, and you're welcome to NTA Channel 5 Abuja.
First of all, you train yourself, you educate yourself, then you educate your family, and then the community at large.
Fundamentals of Islam Live, showing 7:30 p.m. every Friday on NTA Channel 5 Abuja, the Unity Station. Join us.
Yeah, welcome back. We're still here with ACC Zayan Ibrahim. He is the unit commander, FRSC CBD. And if you missed out on the conversation earlier, you really missed, because there are some things I will not really tell you. You have to actually go and meet him one-on-one for him to tell you those secrets. Yes, sir, we've been talking about the Ember Month campaign. Yeah. Like you said, the theme is take responsibility for your safety. And so far, we talk about how the drivers are actually responsible for some of these things that actually happen. And when you see something, you say something. Okay, so what roles does how can understanding and adhering to traffic laws, this is another aspect now, and how does it impact an individual's safety on the road?
Adhering to traffic laws. Yes, that is even the key. That is even the most important. Adhering to traffic laws. You see a driver, you say a driver will be stopped by traffic light. Let's start from there.
Exactly.
Be stopped by traffic light, he will ignore. as he ignored that traffic light, oh, it is giving him amber that he should get ready to. But before you know it, that driver just feel okay. As he is trying to beat that traffic light, another person is also trying to, okay, let me, before it stops me, let me. Exactly. You see that an accident, and such an accident, it will be very serious. Yeah. If not even fatal.
They are always on speed.
Because both of them are on speed.
Yes, exactly.
Sometimes you see, they will say, okay, they will say, they will put a sign, road sign, 30 kilometers per hour. That is, someone should not drive above 30 kilometers per hour. But that same person will just ignore that sign. You'll be driving at 80, 100, 150. Wow. And by the time anything close, a small boy close, or maybe that place is a built-up area, there are some crowd that wants. The next thing you just had is the driver has run into a crowd, killing so number of people. So these are some of these infractions that we are warning drivers against. Yeah. Use of seatbelt is another thing. Somebody will say, after all, this seatbelt, it will even, that seatbelt saves you. It doesn't actually stop accidents, but it saves the severity of an accident. Exactly. So because when one is not thrown out of a car, you see that the rate of even if he's injured, the rate of the degree of injury will be less. Yeah. So these are some of the things that he should encourage his passengers. If a passenger says he's not using seatbelt, then drop him. Even if it is your offer, encourage them. Let them start using the seatbelts. It's very important.
Passengers. I don't know if it's like a report, but now it's becoming a normal where you see two people in front, and then once they see your officers, they tell the other one to calm down. I don't know if people are aware of it, but it is now becoming a norm. So even if the passenger wants to use seatbelt, if you refuse to actually allow the second person seat, you will be asked to calm down.
Yes.
Because now the two in front is like a normal.
Yes, that is why that's why we are fighting against it. Okay. This present commercial show Mohammed Emanai has started a war against this overloading, especially two passengers for front. Okay. Two passengers for front. Okay. Though it has been going on since, but now the rate so at which we are doing is very, because I could remember the way we started this thing. Just 1 week, we apprehended during FST over 200 overloaded vehicles.
Because that's what I was saying, because it's becoming normal. So in cases where the passengers ask to like shift for a second passenger, if you decide to say no, are you wrong? Do you have anybody to report?
You have the right to say no. Now that is why we say take responsibility
it's not your car that should come down.
That's why we say take responsibility for your safety, because if anything should happen, the driver may not even be alive to even to render apology, not even assist you in your medical bill.
Now to report whoever is refusing to carry one in front.
Now you don't even have to. They all know it because there was massive enforcement. There was I don't think there is any driver in Abuja that has not been touched. If at all he is into that act.
Okay, that's good. It's good to know. Okay, sir. So before we let you go, what are some effective ways drivers can manage distraction? Because this is actually one of the reasons and causes of accidents on our roads, and let them stay focused while driving to ensure their safety and safety of others. So what are those effective ways you can give to drivers to actually manage distraction while on the road?
Yes, you see, distractions come from so many ways. It can come from even your passengers.
Exactly.
Even your passengers. Sometimes you see your passenger will be engaged in conversation. Sometimes even fighting. There are some passengers that will start fighting with the driver. And some driver will now key into it. They will at the end of the day, that thing can come out because you are driving and you are still fighting somebody at your back or even at your side. That can lead to an accident. So this kind of distraction, drivers should avoid it. The use of loud music. Loud music. This hearing is very, very important as a driver. You should be able to lower your speaker so that you should be hearing the language of your own car as you are driving. Something might be wrong. Maybe the suspension system is faulty. Before it gets bad, so that you can easily detect it and pack.
Okay. Wow.
Yes.
Yeah. So you have told us a whole lot. Some of these things we know. Some people actually try to ignore.
Yes.
I mean, there are some people that actually say they've been driving for donkey years.
Yes.
I've been driving for 20, 25 years and nothing can happen, like they're experts in it.
Yes.
But when it happens,
some even resort to using charms and what have you. Also, we have seen many of those
So
things.
you've told us a whole lot today, and this Ember Month campaign you've started, the reason and all that. So we've learned from you today, and we know that people watching have actually learned a thing or two from you today. We've been speaking with ACC Zayan Ibrahim. He is the unit commander FRSC CBD, and he has told us the Ember Month, the 2025 Ember Month campaign for the year, and he has told us a whole lot. People that are the drivers, in fact, you that are also a passenger, if you see something, you say something, because at the end of the day, if he's driving is good, it's for your own good also. So when you see something, you say something. And with that, we come to the end of this conversation. We'll go on this short break, and after that, the program continues.
It's a world of exciting programs. We add color to your screen and give you quality information. From the center of unity, all on NTA Channel 5 Abuja, the Unity Station.
Welcome back from that break. Yes, we've had so many conversations. It's been all talk, but now it's time to relax a little. Let's begin to feel and smell the weekend. Let's go on this musical break, and after that, the program continues.
This one no be gonna love. Girl, you know my love is true. I no go lie for you. I'm more than I did for you. I want to day with you. I want to day with you. I'm more than I did for you. My body match your body, and I like your body. Your body match my body, and I like your body. My body match your body, and I want your body. Anything you want, I go buy. Even you want go Dubai. Hold me tight. You hold my heart, baby. Hold me tight. Me to hold me tight. As my body match your body, baby. Now you are gonna marry, baby. You hold my heart, baby. Hold me tight. You hold my heart, baby. Hold me tight. Me to hold me tight.
Bile, kapai marriage problem.
You think I'm lazy and I don't know shit, but I've taken a minute to where I'm going. I'm praying hard to a God only in the morning, cause I know in the moment I'm gonna be sorry. And I know I'm right here for my girl who gon' need me. I'm right here for the talk on the GC, and I dare for another family meeting. Right on that note, maybe I should let you know. I should let you know. Maybe I should let you know. I should let you know. And I should let you know. I should let you know. That's it, I should let you know. I should let you know that I'm fighting my demons, and I would never let you inside them. You know I'm fighting my demons, and I would never let you inside them. Oh.
Hi, clouded mind, heavy head, crazy thoughts, still paper chasing. I pray I don't lose my mind. All I wanna say is they don't really care. So.
Welcome back from that musical break. I'm sure now you are a bit relaxed. You're waiting, yes, for that weekend that is just knocking at the door. Now it's time for our sport lovers. Sport lovers, hope you're ready because we want to go into the world of sport.
The National Sports Commission is hosting the Africa Running Conference in Lagos, aiming to promote health, fitness, and athletic excellence. NSC Chairman Malan Shehu Dikko emphasized that the conference aligns with President Bola Ahmed Tinubu's vision to elevate Nigeria's sports economy. The event is expected to increase participation, talent discovery, and private sector engagement in sports. Meanwhile, Nigeria's Jennifer Echegini has been ruled out of the Super Falcons doubleheader against Benin Republic in the 2026 Women's African Cup of Nations qualifiers due to a hamstring injury. This setback comes at a crucial time for the team as they aim to qualify for the tournament. In other news, Sporting Lagos, Crown FC, Lobby Stars and FC Ebidei have secured their spots in the semi-finals of the 13th edition of the Gold Cup. Sporting Lagos and FC Ebidei topped Group A, while Lobby Stars and Crown FC advanced from Group B. The semi-finals are expected to be intense, with these 4 teams vying for a spot in the final. Lastly, Kano Pillars has appointed Mohamed Baba Ganaru as interim technical advisor following the dismissal of coach Evans Ogenyi. Baba Ganaru previously guided Pillars to the Nigerian Premier Football League title.
Sport lovers, I'm sure you are now updated. Yes, now you know more about the world of sports. Next is our weather forecast. How the weather look like today? Let's find out from our weather forecast. That weather forecast brings us to the end of yet another interesting episode of Good Morning Abuja. I had 2 wonderful conversations today on the program. If you missed, well, do well to join in again. Same time, same station. Until I come your way again, I remain Gladys Kudambo. It's bye for now.